You know what time it is? Red Zone Rant, we're live, let's get it. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. CST, bringing the heat. You ready? You ready? Step in the booth, it's a lyrical race. Red Zone Rant, we own the space. Ain't no holding back, turning up the flame. Opinion so hot, chill in your name. Topics that matter, streets on our backs. Spitting truth bombs, no time for acts. In the zone, we're live with the team. Red Zone Rant, it's a passionate dream. Every heartbeat, every tone is supreme. Join the movement, unravel the scheme. In the zone, where we ignite. Every Wednesday night, keeping minds in sight. Red Zone.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Wednesday edition of the Red Zone Rant.
What is
going on? Not a lot, man. What's going on with you guys? How are you?
I want to just say Isaac, the Cowboys fan, Mitch, the Lions fan, fucking Lester, the Bears fan. I want all of y'all to come on the motherfucking show. Stop being scared. I'll be here. All three of y'all can come in at once, and I'm going to roast the fuck out of you. That's all there is to it. Get on the show. I want to talk to y'all.
They won't come, Nick. They scared.
Nothing like starting the show out with a public service announcement.
Right?
Bro, that's a rant. This is the Red Zone Rant. We always start the shows with a rant. You got one? If you got one, tell me. I'll give you the solo. You got
Dude,
it all.
I think John Dorn's weak as fuck. Why isn't he in here?
Hold on, bro. Go ahead. Call him out. I'm sure he's
John
watching.
Dorn is weak as fuck. Why isn't he in here to back up his like glorified Packers?
Why are you waiting until he's not in here to say something?
I know, bro, because he'll be here, bro. Trust me.
No, bring his ass in here.
He's gonna.
Why don't you wait? Why don't you wait for John to be in here because you know he will be, and then you say that.
Yeah, he will be in here, bro. He will come.
Whatever. I'll slap his ass too.
You ain't gonna do shit but stay ball and go tree porting.
I know, bro.
So, Eric,
Whatever. Watch your big ass TV, bitch.
Eric.
Oh, I will.
What's up?
And I've been
So
doing
in
it well.
Bay,
Trust
in
me.
Green Bay, what do you think about Bofa?
Nope.
Nope, he's not falling.
Nope.
For that. He's not falling for that one again, Nick.
Wouldn't do it either.
I actually had a really interesting conversation today on TikTok with some people. One was a Chiefs fan, one was a Broncos fan, and they were talking about how they think the Chiefs are actually falling downwards, and the Broncos are not falling, they're moving upwards. They also said that they thought the Raiders would take over the Chargers for the third place in that division this year. And I was just kind of thinking about it like, oh, come on, man, it's the Chiefs. Like, you really think? And then I was like, wait a minute. The Chiefs really did not look nearly as good last year. Who actually knows what they're going to look like this year? They lost some key pieces on their offensive line as well. They got a new guy, but they've been losing some pieces on that team. Do you really think that the Chiefs' reign might be over that shortly?
I think Kelsey's got one more year left in him, and that's it. I think he'll be retiring after this year.
So there was someone that said, well, do you remember when the Patriots, we thought their reign was over, and then they revamped and they came back and had another reign? Do you see that in the Chiefs?
No.
No? So,
No, because, I mean, his biggest target is Kelsey, and I see him leaving after this year. I'm telling you. I think he's going to retire.
Someone said Bill Belichick stuck with the team. Once the Chiefs are no longer winning Super Bowls, they believe that everyone believes Andy Reid's probably going to retire, right?
I thought he would have retired. He would have won last year.
If he doesn't die before he retires.
No, if he would have won last year, if he would have three-peated, he would have retired, bro. They talked about him retiring.
He's been talking about it for years about how he's going to retire. He keeps
I think
a
three-peat would have did it. That would have set him over.
So
I mean,
if
how
Andy
you not
Reid
leave out on a three-peat?
If Andy Reid retires, what do you see the Chiefs actually doing? Like, is Mahomes going to be the carrier of the Stones, or was it really?
Well, bro, who's going to take over? Nagy. We all know how he coaches.
He's an OC. He should never be an OC ever again.
That's the big question. Who's going to take over after Andy leaves?
Over, bro. Because, I mean, if he leaves this year, I mean, Gruden didn't sign with nobody. I mean, imagine Gruden would love to take a job.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. John Gruden is because he's such a heavy West Coast offense fucking mindset. He's so old school. I actually think that would be a lot like McCarthy ruining Aaron Rodgers' later years.
Well, who do you think would take over? I mean, Belichick. I mean, he just went and signed a deal with the college team, didn't he?
Well, Rob, I've said
with North Carolina.
No, I've said this so many times. I think what teams are doing now, how they're bringing in new names that are like not really known in the NFL like that, but they are prospects. For example, we got LaFleur and Halfley. That's working out beautifully for us. There are other teams that are doing that similar mantra. I think that works out better than trying to chase like a Harbaugh or a fucking McVay or something like that. Like, stop chasing, revamp.
You know, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter as long as you get results. That's the thing. So,
Well, look,
with
the
that
Lions,
kind of money,
the
just
Lions
hire
didn't
Tomlin.
But look, the Lions didn't chase. The Vikings didn't chase. The Lions took somebody that they were familiar with, but wasn't a big name in the NFL as a coach. So same with Kevin O'Connell, bro. Those
right,
two
Dick.
teams are succeeding with those coaches, and they are not the typical let's chase a high value name coach. So sorry, Chad. Go ahead. My bad.
No, good point, bro. That's all I was saying. You're right.
I
mean,
think it's better that way.
I think the Chiefs. I think honestly, the Chiefs got embarrassed, bro. I think the Andy Reid got embarrassed. No way he wanted to go out. If that would have been a close finish, close loss, it would have been one thing.
He could have
let
it go.
They literally didn't cross the 50 until like a minute left.
He could have let it go, but because it was so embarrassing, it's like, all right, we're gonna run this shit
There's
back.
no way he's going to walk away. No fucking way.
And Chris Jones fakes an injury in the third quarter.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think
He
Kelsey
did.
for sure
the
would have
push
retired.
hurt me.
The tush push hurt me.
Bro, I think for sure Kelsey retired. He's got a sugar mama, bro. He's set.
So
He
Travis,
for sure retired.
Travis
From what I
Kelce
hear, she's got a little baby bump. I think he might have got her pregnant.
Uh-oh.
Bro,
Yeah.
he's rich. He's rich for life now.
Bazillionaire.
The latest report, she was at a reward show, and they said she had a little bump in her stomach. And they're not saying for sure if it's a pregnancy yet or not, but they're saying she has a little bump.
Bro, that's like getting Oprah pregnant. Like, you're
If he hasn't done it already, bro, he's not doing it right, all right?
You guys,
You know what I mean? This
guys remember
motherfucker ain't hitting it hard enough or
you
something.
guys remember on Chappelle's show when Dave Chappelle gets Oprah pregnant and he's like, "Oh, I'm set for life." He's like,
Yeah.
Am I allowed to smoke weed on the show?
"Yeah, nobody cares.
bro.
We're not regulated on StreamYard, so it doesn't matter."
Yeah. One day we're gonna be.
One day.
Hey, bro, I'll tell him where you park your van. Don't worry.
One day we're gonna all have to behave ourselves. One day, we're gonna have to be. We're gonna be like CNN panel and shit, and we're gonna have to all be good.
How good would the ratings be if we had Chad swatted right now?
They'd be terrible, dude. What are you talking about? Why are you making fun of something I already know?
I'm just fucking with you, Chad.
I know. I'm fucking with you too, bro.
So do you guys really think that the Chiefs actually might be just trending downwards, and this might actually be it?
I think the Lions are beating the Chiefs this year. That's one of the 10 wins I got. Yeah.
But regular season, okay, what I'm talking about is like the end all result. Like, is the Chiefs really not a serious contender at this moment?
I mean, I think the Chiefs might make a wild card or they might win their division, but I think they're going to be on the downside of losing now.
All right.
Dynasty's over.
You think the Bills and the Ravens might finally have their chance then?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
for
they're
real.
going to finally have their due with them.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know, bro.
What do you think about these dudes?
Especially the Bills. I think especially the Bills are going to have their due with them.
But they were also trying to argue that, look, this is what happened to the Chargers, the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders did technically get better. I don't believe in them at all. But, hey, they're like, well, the Raiders are going to take over the Chargers because Justin Herbert is just not that guy. That's what
it was hard for the Raiders to get worse for number one, but go ahead.
That's true. That's what I'm saying. But they're saying that the Chargers did get worse. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, I don't view them as worse right now.
I don't see him. I don't see him as worse. I mean,
I want to know why Harbaugh didn't draft JJ.
I mean, they got a very good coach. I mean, he's old as shit, but he's stable.
Because they already had Justin Herbert, dude. They're not getting JJ McCarthy when they already got Justin Herbert over there.
He's 5 years younger than Jimmy.
That doesn't matter. They got a huge contract into Justin Herbert.
And they believe in Justin Herbert. I think one thing that they did.
Do you guys believe in Justin Herbert?
I do. I actually do.
Okay. How many years is Justin?
Bro, you got to look at the failures around him. Like, Justin Herbert does get hurt. That is his own fault. Well, I mean, it's 50% his own fault. But other than him getting hurt and his horrible playoff games, he's actually been carrying that team in so many ways. They did get Ladd McConkey. That's going to be a huge plus this year.
He made a difference.
Congratulations. You just verified Herbert as a top 15 quarterback.
He is I'd say he's a top 10 quarterback. Actually,
He's not top 10.
I think he is. I
No.
absolutely think he is.
No.
I would. You could argue he's on the fringe for sure. I mean,
No,
he's
on
not
arm
top
talent
10.
alone. On arm talent
He's
alone,
not better than
a top 10
Goff,
quarterback.
dude.
Yes, he is.
And he's not, dude. You're a clown, and I'm not a homer.
No.
He's not better than Goff. You're
Justin
fucking
Herbert is better than Jared Goff. Yes, he is.
No,
Yes,
he's not.
He absolutely is.
What a better
Justin
runner,
Herbert,
maybe.
If Justin Herbert had the offensive roster that Jared Goff had, you would see some insane numbers.
I'll be honest with you. I don't have faith in either one of them.
I know. I think it's the same guy, bro. I swear to God, it's the same guy you're talking about.
No, I don't have any faith in either one of them.
Bro,
I didn't know I was
has a
coming here
very
to get in an
gifted
argument, but we can go.
I mean, like Rob said, it's like the same guy.
Nick, I'm not discounting. He's got a decent arm, but you would think he would have some sort of skills like
bro,
even though he hasn't had the best wide receivers, but he would play. He would have more. I don't know. He's just nothing that stands out that says he's like
dog.
Elite,
You're calling it a decent arm. Justin Herbert has a high value, talented arm, bro. His arm coming out of college reminds me a lot of Andrew Luck. It really does.
Well, let's look at the record, Nick.
Why aren't they more
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, because he's hurt all the fucking time.
Throw it up there. Throw up that injury structure. Throw up his record. Let's see.
Listen. I would prefer Herbert though. I don't think Herbert's that bad. I don't think so.
He's top 15.
He's top 10 in my opinion.
Well, and you're crazy.
Okay, how about this?
Crazy at all.
Herbert
we're talking
Baker
5
Mayfield.
spots, bro. We're talking 5 spots. You're not exactly crazy, so come on, man. It's only 5 spots.
Right. Whatever. Just go ahead and give your friend favoritism. Round.
No, it's not favoritism, bro. But you're acting like he's reaching.
Come on, dude. You can't take a joke.
I think
if
Justin
you split
Herbert.
the difference, it's 2.5 spots, bro. So
I think Justin Herbert's arm is
Goff top 8.
No,
honestly, look,
no.
He's
like top
12.
12. He's like top 12. Yeah, I think Justin Herbert's arm.
No, he's not top 10.
I think Justin Herbert's arm is much more talented.
Am I allowed to say gay? You guys are gay.
Oh God,
Goff isn't top 10. Goff isn't even considered top 8.
So look, I think Justin
because I'm not a lying slappy that says he's the second or third best, but I say he's like 8 to 10.
I think Justin Herbert's arm is much more talented than Jalen Hurts' arm.
Ooh.
We're talking about pure arm talent here, bro.
Yeah.
Look at the throws that he makes solely on his arm.
Who's making the rules? We're talking about all-around quarterback.
Okay, but
he's Jalen Hurts. That's a quarterback. He's not changing it.
Well,
but what I'm saying is purely on his arm talent, Justin Herbert is a top 10 quarterback. He makes throws solely on his arm that other quarterbacks can't.
I mean, honestly, Nick, like I said, I think I see him like he's like to me, he's same as Goff, like top 12 maybe.
They're not even in the no.
Yeah, I don't see how he's better. I mean, he's had players there, man. I mean, he's had guys there. How come he didn't do
like
better?
That roster?
Yeah, but look, a lot of people said Rodgers never had a number one, and he made wide receivers look great all the time.
Oh, come on. Well, I don't believe in that though. I don't believe in that. We had Jordy Nelson, we had Greg Jennings.
I think Jordy's the most legit wide receiver that Rodgers ever had. Jordy was his.
Bro, he had a lot of number ones.
Devontae too. He became.
We had a lot of number ones. The only time we didn't have a true number one was when James Jones had to come back, and he's clearly not a true number one. And Rodgers, I give you, did make wine out of water, but it is Rodgers who's way more talented than Justin Herbert, right?
Yes, and that's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I just can't put him in the top 10 when he can't. I mean, if you want to say top 10, you got to at least make bad receivers look better. You got to have something. Give me something.
I can give you an example. He made Quentin Johnson look much better than he
that guy's horrible.
Well, there you go. Go look
That's
at his
a terrible example, Nick.
That's a bad example, Nick.
No, it's not. He made Quentin Johnson look much better. Bro, no, you're wrong. Go look at his numbers. He made Quentin Johnson look much better than he actually is.
For what, one game?
What? No, the full season.
Yeah, that guy.
And then what happened to Quentin Johnson after that?
He was injured for half the season too. I think he was out for like 6.
He's just
Nick
not a very good bro.
No,
Rob, I don't even know if you remember, but on that draft night when we had our show, and I was saying Quentin Johnson from TCU, I was like, that dude's a bust. That dude is not very good. I know you guys ain't gonna remember that because that was years ago. But I remember sitting there being like, that dude is a fucking bust. I watched him.
I don't like. I think he's trash. I don't like him.
I watched him against Kansas. That one game specifically, I was like, dude, this dude has horrible route running. He's fast.
When they got rid of, when he was their number one, I was like, holy fuck, they're screwed.
Well, hey, Lad McConkey should fix some of those errors though.
Yeah, no, he's gonna. McConkey's the real deal, bro. He's the real deal. He's the real deal.
He's talented.
Yeah, but he can't do it alone out there.
No, and he's gonna get broke down, bro. If he's doing everything, he's not gonna last a whole season.
I mean, he's the only target they have.
They're going to use Quentin Johnston on the outside as the 2 receiver now. That should actually alleviate some of Johnston's responsibilities, though. Yeah. They should have kept Keenan Allen for the long haul. They really should have.
Yeah.
They brought back Mike Williams. I knew that.
I don't like that at all. I got to be, bro. When was the last time he was even relevant? Like 3 years ago.
When does it ever work?
He hasn't played good football in a while.
Yeah, no, he didn't play good where he was playing at.
The Steelers.
He was on Tampa Bay.
Yeah, Tampa. It was Tampa. Yeah.
Before that, he came here, didn't do nothing. He signed a contract with us and didn't even play a game.
Yeah, he's. I don't like that at all.
And then he was out of his contract.
Yelling about a wide receiver.
Yeah, no shit, dumbass. That's what he was. God, I can't stand you. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, Nick, give me your top 5 just out of long arm talented quarterbacks right now.
We're talking about arm talent solely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I still think that he's not the strongest arm in the league, but the arm talent, the things that Mahomes does with both of his arms, not just
whatever,
his right
you
arm,
lost.
both of his arms.
Stafford, dude.
No,
I wouldn't even say Stafford.
Bro, if this was 3 years ago, I'd agree with you. But like right now, no.
Mahomes is 2.
No, Mahomes is 1. Number 2, I got to give it to Josh Allen. I would give it to Josh Allen number 2. I really would. Like he can throw a full football length on one knee. He throws the full field on one. It's crazy. Look, you got this. This is hard. I want to go Burrow, but I kind of want to go Lamar.
No,
Jackson.
You can't go Burrow.
I kind of want to go Lamar.
Really?
Did you see Lamar last year?
You're going to throw Burrow in the top 5. Really?
Yeah, I'm going to.
All right, throw him in there.
Lamar has one of the greatest seasons ever last year statistically. It's kind of crazy if you look at it. But I'm going to give it to Burrow. We're talking about arm talent in general. I still think Burrow can put the ball where places.
So Tua's not even above Burrow.
No.
Arm talent, Tua's not above Burrow. Whatever.
He's not.
No.
Arm talent, whatever.
He's not.
Bro,
look.
Tua's got 2 of the fastest wide receivers in the fucking NFL, and he sucks. He fucking
it's
sucks.
Not his fault the receivers are too fast.
No, bro. He can't throw. Shut up.
Eric,
stops,
I'm actually
That's
not
a bad argument. That's a bad argument, bro. You talk about bad argument. That's a bad argument.
I'm not going to put Lamar in my top 5 right now because last year was the only year that I actually saw the true arm talent. So I'm not going to give him that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going, what I said Mahomes, Josh Allen, Burrow.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe you haven't said CJ Stroud yet.
Why? Why would I say CJ Stroud?
Because he should be in the ranking.
There's John. He's now joining us. John, too bad you were out. He was calling you out earlier, bro. He's calling you out, man.
Sniffing White Claw?
He's sniffing it.
What is White Claw a snooze now?
Tom's just a fucking. He's scared.
Let me think. Number 4.
You said Herbert, right?
Well, I would have Herbert at 5.
Stop it. He said Herbert was top 10. All right, I don't even want to give him that.
No, we're talking about arm talent.
He's out of 5.
Arm talent.
Top 5 arm talent.
Here's John.
You know what? Actually, you know what?
Here he comes.
You know what? Hold on. Before John goes, let me bump Herbert to 6.
Before John goes, he just got here.
I know because he was about to go. He was about to rip you apart. But give me a second.
No, me and John are cool.
I'm not going to put Herbert at 5. I'll put him at 6 because what I saw from JD's arm talent last year, it swayed me. It moved me. I'll put JD 5 at 5. I really will.
Listen to him.
Yeah.
Well, John Dorn said Caleb Williams is number 3.
No, he
didn't.
Number 33, maybe.
Caleb Williams is number 3 for arm talent.
So you heard me, right, Eric?
Yeah, what you say, Nick?
I
Second
said
is
so.
Goff.
I'll put Stafford at 4. I'm cool with that. I'll put JD 5 at 5. I'll put Herbert at 6, and then I'll put Lamar Jackson at 7. There you go. There's
Where's
top 7
Goff?
arm talents.
Where's Goff?
Oh, where?
Goff would
Hey,
be
is
like,
Jordan Love
bro,
on that?
arm
list?
Where's
talent?
Goff? Goff
Arm
ain't in the top
talent?
10 or what?
Bro, Goff would be like 20th in arm talent. I gotta be honest.
You're,
So,
No, I'm not-
so,
I'm not
so Love
trolling.
don't make your
I'm
top
not
10
trolling at
list.
all. I'm not
we just
trolling
all
at
got
all.
uneducated.
I'm really not trolling at all when I say that.
Really? Top
So what
20.
do you think, Eric? In my
What's
top
up,
7? What do you
Tyler?
think?
Long time, bud.
I think you're-
Honestly, I can agree with that. I would put Love in the top 10 as far as that
Okay, but I
category.
said,
Love
what do you
is
think
a
of my
top
top
10
7, though?
quarterback. Absolutely.
What do you think of my top 7 arm talent, though?
I think
Oh,
you
top
got
7, that's
up.
good. I agree with that.
You got to mix up a little.
Facts on that. Facts
I
on
mean, as
that,
long as I
Tyler.
got the names in there.
Well, where's CJ Stroud? How is he not in the top 10?
He is not in the top
We're
10.
talking about
Stop
arm
it.
Yeah,
talent, bro.
arm talent. We're talking arm
Dog.
talent.
CJ Stroud has extremely similar arm talent to Jordan Love. It's not the
Where's
greatest,
Aaron
but it's not
Rodgers
the
in that?
worst.
Where's Aaron Rodgers? He's still there, man. He's still got
Well,
it.
if this was,
No, we're not adding a guy that's not
bro,
signed to a
if
contract.
this was 4
yet,
years
you
ago,
little
he's
Packer
number
slappy.
1. If this was 5 years
Been
ago,
busy
Rodgers
working,
number
brother. I
1,
feel you,
bro.
Gotta get
Dude, if it's today, if Rodgers signed, he's top 10 arm.
I mean, he still had pretty good numbers last year.
Yeah, but if this was years ago, he'd be number 1.
Yeah, he was. He'd be MVP.
Whatever, you Packer slappies. Now we-
Goff is pulling his pud. There you go, bro. Goff is like 12 or 15, bro. That's where Goff is. He don't make the top 10. He's not getting on the top 10 list. Stop it, Chad.
Well, the other stats came. I mean, come on, man. They've had some stats in some of those games, man.
So
let me
say this.
Bro, it's not their fault they
I
were
would
dominating the game. I mean,
I would love for
I
someone
don't
to
blame
argue
them for
this.
running the sport.
I would
I
love
don't
for
either.
someone
I
to
don't
argue
either.
this. I would love for someone to argue this. Aaron Rodgers is the best arm talent in the history of football ever.
No way. No.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Who is better?
Marino, Elway.
If you say Dan Marino, I went back and watched all
Well,
those games. I mean, full
dude,
games.
the game was
No, no,
different
no.
then.
Now
you're in a
don't give
pussy
fuck about
league.
that. I don't care
The game
about that.
was different. We're in a pussy league
Chad,
now.
let me ask you a
Dude, I
question.
was
Let me ask you a
alive to
Hold on,
watch
let me
these
ask you a question.
games. It's
Let me
different.
ask you a question. Does the game evolve? Do players evolve?
Into pussiness, yeah.
No. Do players
Yeah, that's
evolve?
why Dan Marino doesn't have a Super Bowl, bro.
Well, laces
That
out,
doesn't-
bitch.
No. Do players evolve? Yes or no?
They do.
Yeah.
So then it
100%.
stands to reason that Rodgers' arm talent is greater than Dan Marino's, regardless of you saying it was a different time back then.
Well, the difference is Dan Marino drank beer and didn't work out.
I
and still
watched
had a
Dan
strong
Marino
arm.
games. I've been watching a lot of them lately because people have been trying to
Yeah,
tell me
well,
this.
whatever.
I started on my
Okay,
TikTok
good.
live pulling up these games and these highlights. He has never made a throw that Aaron Rodgers can make. He has never done it before. He makes great throws. He was amazing for his time, but Aaron Rodgers makes throws he couldn't even dream of. And I pulled up all the games.
Too
all
bad
the
Rodgers'
highlights.
receivers drops them all.
What? Okay, but
Honestly,
I
Nick,
digress.
before you answer, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Rodgers' arm is probably one of the best arms I've ever seen in my life. Like that dude
What
used
about
to make
Peyton Manning?
Is it
throws.
better than Favre's, really? You really
Hey,
think it's stronger than
hey,
are
Brett
we talking
hey.
about? Are
Bro,
we talking
hands
about?
down,
Favre?
he's
Stronger arm
Are
than
we talking about placement and accuracy and talent?
No, I'm
or are we
talking about arm.
throwing it
No,
faster than everybody?
look, bro. If you ask me who I think is a better quarterback between Rodgers and Favre, I'm going to take Favre every time because I like his heart. He had heart. That's what kept him in all those games. He was the worst fucking quarterback to throw picks, bro. He owns
Rob,
that
stop
record.
giving
Don't
up the
ever
road.
say Favre.
Non-existent measure.
But I
of-
still love Favre over Rodgers every time.
Me too, dude. I watched them. I watched them both.
And it's
So-
not because
so let me-
Rodgers
okay,
was
let me put it
technically
this
a better quarterback.
I got the perfect
Technically
analogy.
better.
I got the perfect analogy, Chad.
Yeah, but hey, hang
Wait,
on,
no, no,
Rob.
no, no,
Hang
no,
on,
no,
I'm going to
no,
shut these
Chad, I'm
fuckers
asking
up.
you a question.
Rob, guess what
Chad,
happened?
I am asking you a question.
Hang on, no, wait. I'm
about
talking
to
to
turn you
Rob.
into
Let
Isaac
me
the
make
Cowboy
my
fan.
statement. We
Go
got
ahead, say it, Chad. Go ahead, man.
okay.
Nick, you can move
So
on.
what happened when Favre played? How many teams were there?
We
in the
know
NFL?
what happened when Favre
No,
played.
no. The talent pool wasn't diluted and everything. When there was 32 teams when Aaron Rodgers came in. When Favre played, there wasn't 32 teams.
Yes, there was.
No, there wasn't.
Oh, my bad. There was 30 at one point.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Fuck off.
He did play with 32 teams.
No,
though.
I know. Whatever. No, diluted
It
talent.
evolved
Whatever.
into it in his time.
Dude. I'd take Favre right now over Aaron Rodgers.
That's the most ridiculous fucking
No, he's
thing
the
I've ever
toughest quarterback ever.
Anyways,
Rodgers
so
is a
let me ask you this,
crybaby.
Chad.
Right,
Chad,
right,
let me
right.
ask you this.
Take mushrooms.
Chad,
Let Nick
Chad,
have the floor now.
Let me ask you this.
Sorry, Nick.
Does Roger Clemens or Madison Bumgarner throw the ball harder? Who throws it faster?
It depends on their pitches.
No, who can throw the ball
Who's
faster?
got the fastest fastball? That's
Roger
simple.
Clemens was like 101.
And Bumgarner's never even got near 100.
Right.
So who has the better arm talent?
It depends on what you can make the ball do.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's what he's.
Roger Clemens can't do shit with the ball, though.
throw it
Bumgarner
fast.
places it perfectly, which is why he has a 0.25 ERA.
Why are you
in all his
deflecting,
World
dude? We
Series
were
games.
talking football.
Oh, okay,
He's
well,
right.
I'm making
Using
I'm
it as
making a
an example.
comparison
I see
here.
what he's saying.
Who has the
Yeah,
better
I see
arm
what he's saying.
talent?
I see what he's saying.
So
Cal Williams has a better talent than everybody.
Brett Favre can throw the ball a lot
man.
faster and a lot harder into tighter windows than
Oh,
Rodgers can.
okay, yeah,
Although
turn
I would
it
actually
this way. I
argue,
get it
I would
now.
actually argue the tight windows thing. But I'm just I'm gonna just for the sake of the argument say that Brett Favre can throw the ball faster and tighter into smaller windows. I'm just gonna say that for the sake of the argument. Aaron Rodgers clearly has the better arm talent. It's not even fucking close. It's
All
not
I
even
can
close.
say is I've watched all three of your
Go look at
quarterbacks.
the QBR ratings, bro.
That's all I
Go look
can
at
say.
the QBRs.
One thing
Rodgers
about
has
Rodgers-
Do I have to pull it up? Do I have to
He
really
can
pull
actually
this
read
up?
Yeah, you
defenses.
might as well do
He's the best quarterback
Can-
never read defenses and
Do
stuff.
you, wait,
I mean,
you
he
guys,
before
John
he even
Dorn.
play comes out. He
John
knows
Dorn,
that.
do you believe that Jordan Love has the best arm talent in the league right now?
He can be. I don't see
No,
why
no,
not.
no, 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 no.
No.
I'm asking
Is he?
you.
No,
really-
not this time. No.
Okay. Do you know who
Top
threw the
five.
fastest? Do you know who threw the fastest ball last year in the NFL?
Right? John Love did.
Loved it. Loved it. We all know
Loved
that.
it.
So this whole thing about, I get that you loved watching Brett Favre. I get that he was fun and he had heart, but throwing the ball faster than someone doesn't make you better than them.
No, it
Do
doesn't.
you
Realize
why?
Brett Favre
It's just the
broke
way
more
he played the
fingers
game
than
for
any
Gator fun,
quarterback
that's
in
all.
history.
One thing
I'm
about
not
it. one
saying
thing
I
about-
didn't have fun watching Rodgers control an offense because, bro, he was out there. He was a master of the field, bro.
But
See,
Rob-
one thing about
But
it.
Rob,
He's
you've
going to
never
get pissed
seen,
off about Jordan Love.
but
Sometimes
you've
he
never
makes it
seen
too
Favre
fucking
make a
hard.
pass that Aaron Rodgers can. You've never
Sometimes
seen.
No,
he's
I
gonna
not.
allow
Never,
it.
but I've never seen Aaron Rodgers be able to sizzle one pass. As the defenders are going, I mean, there's
Well, look,
Favre could throw the ball fucking hard and fast,
Yeah,
bro.
he
And it
was
was
good
a,
at it.
He
Aaron
broke
Aaron Rodgers
fingers,
was
bro.
not. Aaron Rodgers was not a fastball thrower. Now, if you
no, he
remember,
wasn't.
when he threw that Hail Mary against the Lions, everybody was in awe because how high he could throw it in trajectory, right? He never threw the ball where the linebackers could get it. That's why he never threw the ball in a straight
he high
line.
point. He put the ball up high so that your receivers who supposedly can hop can get there.
Exactly, and
they
not only
did.
that,
They did.
not only that, he was a back shoulder thrower, so he
Rodgers
needed to
to
get the ball. So
Rodgers.
So all I'm saying is there is no way that you could ever make an argument, in my mind anyways, that Brett Favre was ever as good of a passer of the ball as Aaron
Yeah, no,
Rodgers.
I'm not saying he is, but
Dude.
but Brett Favre's my favorite Packer of all time. I'm
No,
not.
dude, he don't know.
One
He
thing about
doesn't
Brett
know.
Favre,
The
What do you mean?
NFL
I grew up
is
on
paying
Favre.
that.
What are you
Brett
talking
Favre,
about? I
all
grew up on
42 teams.
Favre.
Yo, I'm going to tell you something
Hey.
about Brett Favre. That motherfucker used to be a gunslinger that just used to
Dude,
heave
yeah.
the shit down the field and go,
He's
well,
better
let's see
than
where it
Rodgers.
goes.
Favre was better than Rodgers, man.
No, he
Tell
didn't.
me
No,
about
it.
Favre has
Not-
never in his whole life ever been better than Rodgers. Ever. Not one day.
I've
Stats
seen that
don't
guy. He's
matter.
got so many
Hey,
Hail
I
Marys.
know we're talking
Hey,
now.
I'll tell you. One night, the night his father died, there's no way anybody played better football.
I was
than
there.
Brett
I was
No.
at that game. I was at that game.
He played a lights out game, bro. That was like the best game I ever
You know
seen
who else
Brett
had a
Favre
lights
play.
out game that night? It wasn't Robert Ferguson. It was. Oh shit! I forgot.
Talking about
Who was
Robert Brooks. I think it was Brooks, wasn't it?
It was no.
it's
Robert
one-
Brooks did have a good game, but there was someone else that had a good game, and they never had another good game ever again.
Jennings?
What was his number?
Let me look. Maybe it was Robert Brooks. No, but that wouldn't make sense because Robert Brooks was actually
Robert
really
Brooks
good
had a lot of good games. He had the longest. He held the record, 99 yards for a touchdown. I mean, that was
Yeah,
a lot.
man. Did you remember that, man, when he fell
Yeah.
down? Or was that? No, that was Freeman. I'm sorry, that was Freeman when he fell down against
Yeah, oh yeah,
Minnesota.
that's the yeah. No, that one where he
Yeah,
bounced
that
off
was
his
a
back
great
and he caught
fucking
it.
game right
That
there
was
when he
great.
fell down and still got up to
Minnesota
score.
like
I was like, oh no, look at this.
Magic. Minnesota. It was Minnesota. Oh,
Yep.
yes.
what was that game you were talking about? I don't remember that game. I do, but I don't remember who they were playing.
No, Brett Favre, the night his father died, he played the Raiders on Monday Night Football. He threw 4 touchdowns.
I remember that game. I remember
That's
that
the game
game.
I was talking about. Yeah, that's the game I was talking about. That's the greatest game I've ever seen Favre play, bro. The greatest game ever.
No fucking wonder why I said that. It was Javon Walker had 120.
Yeah, Javon Walker.
That's
who it was.
Bro, Javon Walker.
What did Robert Brooks do that day, though? What Robert Brooks do that day?
Let me see.
Walker. Holy shit, I forgot that, bro.
Because I know Brooks had a decent day that day too. I think.
No. See, I remember this. See, that's why I was saying Robert Ferguson because Robert Brooks wasn't on the team anymore. It was Robert Ferguson. He had 85 yards that game.
Ferguson. Yeah,
bro.
But it was Javon Walker.
You know who also had a great game? You know what I remember? I remember Almon Green torching them that game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro.
I was at that game. I was in Oakland. I watched
Brett Favre couldn't do no wrong. Every ball he threw up, bro. It was
if you have never been to an Oakland Raiders game, I'm not talking about Las Vegas. If you've never been to an Oakland Raiders game, it's like the nightmares that they talk about going to a Philadelphia game, right? So I'm sitting there wearing my Brett Favre jersey, and I'm scared shitless because I've been to a million Raiders games, and I'm like, dude, I've seen what they do to opposing fans. Now, my mom and dad are like, yeah, but Brett Favre's dad died. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Everybody was cool about it. Everyone was really nice. Everyone was like, hey, I'm so sorry about Brett Favre. I was like, I mean, it's not my dad that died, but thanks, I guess. But nobody fucked with me. Now, I remember cheering in the stands, screaming, cheering over and over again because we were whooping their ass. And the Raiders fans behind us, they were like, hey, man, maybe not lay it on too thick because you're still in Oakland,
Bro, how could you not lose it? I mean, that was a great fucking game, bro. That was awesome.
And by the way, Rodgers has a 102.6 rating of all time in his career.
That's the greatest in history.
That's the greatest in history, bro. No one's better. That's why these guys. I mean, you could argue.
Chad, eat those apples, Chad.
Yeah, if he's so fucking good, why is he trying? Why is if Rodgers is so good? Why is he still like waiting for a phone call?
Because he's 40 fucking years old.
He's old,
bro. 40 years old, man.
Bro, the only thing keeping Rodgers from playing is father time, bro. That's it. If he could fucking stay young, he would still be playing.
He said he'd play for $10 million.
He played for like a team like Lions to get, the quarterback for the Lions.
You know that wouldn't happen.
That's career suicide.
I'm not gonna lie.
No, please don't ever say that ever again. Don't ever say that ever again.
With the help that the Lions give him, with the offensive line, the running backs, and everything.
What offensive line? We don't have an offensive line. We got Decker and Sewell, and
they went rubber sailing.
There's a big hole in the middle of their line now, Nick. Big old hole.
We have Glasgow at center, which we can deal with.
They got some bum from the Cardinals who.
I know they got that guy. He's a bum, bro.
Some guy that
he's a band-aid on a.
What offensive line? That's what I want to know.
You got to be the surgeon, and you got Barney Fife. That's what
it's not going to be horrible enough. You still got Pettit Sewell. You still got Decker on there yet, so it's not a total waste. You know what I mean?
I can't believe that I'm saying our defensive line's looking better than our offensive line. No, I haven't said that in like 5 years, probably.
You get ready to say that
that's a fact, though. Actually,
you guys in week 1.
Are you scared to go in the basement, Chad?
So basically, what you're saying, Chad, is both your lines are shit.
No, we're making the playoffs. We're not going in the basement.
Bro, what if you don't make the playoffs? What are you going to say then, Chad?
Are you going to say 10 wins wasn't good enough, Rob?
Are you better not ghost, bro? You better not ghost.
Yeah, don't ghost.
Don't ghost.
I don't think
I got a show. How am I going to ghost?
I'm just saying. All right, you're right. You got to show.
It's very possible the ball doesn't bounce the Lions' way this year, and they don't get 10 wins.
Well, it's very possible them bouncing anybody's way this year too. So
yes,
whatever.
That's true. You're right, bro. There's no guarantee.
Injuries are anybody loses their starting.
I'm just saying, you guys are already. Look, you guys would have probably never let Zeitler go if you know.
No, we wouldn't have.
Ragnow fucking screwed you guys.
We'd have paid him his $18 million.
We won 11 games last year, or did we win? We won 10 games last year, right?
No, you guys won 11.
We won 11, and we had a hurt
quarterback. You lost to the Bears the final game of the season because y'all.
What do you think is going to happen with
Love and Jacobs didn't play the second half.
Linebacker.
Bro, we lost the last 3 games. We lost the last 3 games of the season. It sucked.
But
We
we
lost
had a
to the
hurt quarterback
Vikings, we
all
lost
year.
to the
We
Bears,
won
and then we
11
lost to
games
the
with a hurt
fucking.
quarterback all year.
We lost to those shitty motherfucking Eagles.
Eagles got lucky. That's all they did. They got lucky.
You lucky bastards. I'm gonna teach Rock what it is.
No,
to
the
have
Bears
cheddar
are
on
really
his
who
wings.
got lucky, though.
Cheddar cheese on your wings, Rock.
At least Gross finds a nut once in a while.
I knew the
Okay,
second.
bro.
I knew the second that they called that, which wasn't a fumble, or I'm sorry, it was a fumble, but we actually recovered it. You could see it clear as day. We recovered that fumble on the kickoff immediately when they were like, "Nope, they didn't recover it." I was like, "Oh, we're fucked." I was like, "We lost." I knew it.
Man.
You talking about when my boy put the helmet right on the ball? Cut
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He hit Keyshawn Nixon hard, but I'll tell you what, we still recovered that ball though. You could see it on the replay, clear as day.
You know, I mean, either way you can call it. I mean, I don't know if it makes a difference in the game, the whole game,
That
but I
makes
mean,
a huge difference, Rock. Come on, bro.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
Lions
man.
did that kind of calls too last year.
I don't subscribe to that
That's why they
shit.
beat the Packers. And
There's only
I mean,
one play.
I mean,
It was
yeah,
only
that's what
one
I was
play.
gonna
We
say,
could've-
Rob.
No,
It's
no,
only
no,
one
no.
play. One
The
play
first
is gonna
time
make
we
the whole game.
We're
Bro,
not
the
talking
first
about
game
just
we
one
played 'em-
play. We're not
Yeah,
talking
but
about just one play here. Hold on, because I don't like that you just said that. We're not talking about just one play. We're talking about the first play of the game that starts the momentum of the entirety of the
Yes,
game.
Nick.
What
How
if
many times have
instead?
you watched a game where the momentum's gone
What?
back and
Okay,
forth,
but
back
what
and
if
forth,
instead-
back and
Nick
What
didn't
if
like what he
instead-
said.
What if
Since when do we
instead
care
of
about
losing
people's
that
feelings?
ball and they go down
You
and
know.
score immediately off that fumble recovery? What if instead we
What
go
are
down
you
with Josh Jacobs and score
ranting
to start
about,
the game?
Nick?
That's a different
Nick.
game.
Nick, you could say the same thing in week 1 when we played these guys. In the first quarter, we took the
No,
ball
I
away
really
from them
can't
on
because
both
we
on
didn't
their side
fumble
of
the
the
ball in
field.
the first
We
play.
took it away from them twice,
No,
and all we
that's
had
not
is
the
3
same
points
thing.
out of the fucking
That's
deal.
not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
Shit, it is too, man.
It's
It is.
not.
It is too. It's a one.
No, it's not.
You
Nick,
cannot
Nick,
count on one play, bro. That is not that one play does not.
I didn't
There's
say
70
we
plays
lost
in a
on
game.
one play. I
You're
said that
fucking crazy,
changes the
I'm
game.
enjoying this.
no, it doesn't.
Yes, it
No, it
does.
doesn't. I know. Rocky,
Thank you
That's
for the
insane,
entertainment.
It's
Rock,
this
I'm
young,
sorry, but
younger
that's fucking
mentality,
insane
man.
to
That's
say
what it
that.
is.
I mean, come on, man. You're dealing with the number 1 defense in the NFL. One play is not going to change against the number 1 defense in
You
the
don't
NFL.
know that. You don't know that.
Yes, bro. No, you don't know anything, but the odds are look, bro. Look at any football game. There's probably 60 plays that go on throughout a game, 70 plays. You take one play and change it, and maybe
No. This isn't any football game. See, you guys are
Oh,
going into
damn,
this
Nick.
shit where like
I
we
can't
watch-
Oh
believe
my
you've been
God.
riding this one play.
We don't care about your
Hold
video
on.
game, dude.
Hold on.
Wow, man.
You're talking
Hold
about
on, hold on.
any fucking game. If you watch any fucking
No,
game,
this
look,
is
look,
not. This motherfuckers on
the only thing that we
PlayStation or
hold
some
on, no,
shit.
hold
shut
on.
up. The only
Let him
thing that
finish.
we
Let
know
him
that is
finish,
true.
Chad.
The only thing that we know that is true is once the playoffs start, it's a completely different season. That was the very first play of the entire next fucking season. Once
Yeah.
you lose that momentum, that exact moment, that first play, they scored a touchdown off of that. Started out 7-0.
It's like a Watson moment.
What if instead we
Exactly,
didn't
bro.
they gave us the right call. We went down and we scored. We turned into the New York Giants and all of a sudden beat the best team in the fucking NFC and went on to move on. See,
Is
there's
that
a
what
lot
you're
of shit that
basing
coulda
this
happened.
on? What they did against
Now,
Dallas?
Nick,
He
I
didn't just
see
say
what you're
turn into
saying.
the New York
Bro,
Giants.
we just wanted to be
Right.
the darlings of the seventh.
That's
Son,
what it is. You
Eric.
wanted to be the darlings. You wanted to be the Cinderella ball.
Dude,
And
Eric,
you
what
got
were you about to
fucked.
say, Eric? What were you
Get the
about
fuck
to say?
out of here.
No, I was honestly gonna say, yeah, you were right. Now that play definitely killed
I
us. Like
love you,
that
man.
definitely ruined
Yeah,
it.
Nick.
Because
Damn,
if we
Nick.
would have never
Now
fumbled,
I see where
I'm
you've
telling
been
you,
at
we
all
probably could have got a
season.
touchdown.
If
Maybe
it wasn't
the
for
game
that
could have been
fucking
different.
fumble, we would
The
have
game
won.
could have been
Hey,
different.
no, I'm
You know,
saying,
I'm just
bro.
gonna say this.
I've watched many a
Our
football
defense did a
game.
hell of a job. They did a hell of a job to win that game. Our offense didn't go out there and put up.
But
the
John,
points.
if we go
Our
and score on
receivers
that first
were
drive,
dozen more receivers. It's just our offense.
but John,
Bro,
if
I
we
watched-
go down and we score on that first drive, it could have been different.
But
It
yeah,
could've.
but
Yeah, you're right. Right.
There was other offensive linemen. Then
Nick,
our running game
You're
went
getting one
downhill.
hand wishing the other.
Yeah, Nick. If the dog didn't stop to take a shit, he'd have caught the rabbit.
I get it. I get it. All I'm saying is the refs ruined the game.
Yeah,
to start
right.
the game.
Damn, I like
They
that
did it to the
analogy, Rob.
Eagles. They did it to the Eagles, and the ball was in Keyshawn Nixon's hand, clear as day. Go back and watch that replay,
bro. But Nick,
Bro,
I
it
watched so
doesn't-
many football games where we're losing and then we come back. I mean, there's guys that are known for fourth quarter
Okay,
comebacks.
but you're
Yeah,
Those are
playing
momentum
against
shifters.
the Lions.
And it wasn't.
24/7.
They started out
playing against the Eagles.
one of the biggest
Nick,
football,
when you dig
one of the
a hole-
biggest Super Bowl flip flops
No.
ever. Started out with a
You're just
28-3.
doing
Was it
face
not,
value shit.
Packers play from behind a lot
bro?
on their
It
wins.
happened.
They come, yeah. The
Bro,
Lions
you're
do the
just
same
taking
thing on
face
their
value
wins.
shit, bro. You're taking face value shit.
No,
If-
I'm not.
How is that face
No, you're
value?
saying one
Because-
change. You're saying the very first play caused us to lose the whole game.
I didn't
That's
say
what you
that.
started out
When did I
saying, bro.
Yeah,
say
you
that?
did.
He's
When?
Yes,
talking
you
about
said that
momentum.
right off the
When
bat.
did I
Talking about
say
the
that?
momentum.
You said that one play cost you the game.
I never
Nick.
said that. I never
It wasn't
once
your
said that.
exact
about
words.
momentum.
Bro.
That's what,
That's
The
why we're
momentum.
arguing about this. 'Cause I'm like,
Eric,
that's
John,
my
did
whole
you guys
argument.
hear me
Yeah,
say that? Did you guys hear me
Yes.
say that?
I did.
Yep.
I'm
it
telling you. I
wasn't
did.
exact words, but
Really?
you,
Your
John,
exact
Eric,
words.
did you guys hear
Your
me say
exact
we
words
lost the
were,
game
if that
because of
one play goes in our favor, it could change the entire game.
No.
It could. It
Now,
could.
now,
John Dorn heard what I said. I said it ruined the momentum of the game for us.
we don't trust
yeah,
John
it
Dorn.
ruined it. It definitely did kill
Yeah,
the
that must have been a
momentum.
big fucking ice.
Bro,
What do you got,
Nick,
natural ice now?
Hey man, go back.
No,
Go
it's
look
the
at some
same
Packer
thing.
games. Go look at some history, bro. I'm telling you, I watch games where each drive fucking flipped the momentum, especially in the fucking 90s, bro.
Okay, but you're talking
Holy
about
fuck.
this.
We played the 49ers
this
back
is
and forth.
exactly
We played the
why-
Cowboys back and forth. I'm
This
telling
is
you, man, the
exactly
Bears.
why I
holy
was
shit.
talking about the Giants. I watched the Giants lose that momentum and lose those exact same
Giants,
games and
perfect
go what they
example.
go
Perfect
9-7, and then
Yeah.
once the playoffs started, they gained the momentum and steamrolled everybody. So
Yes.
again,
Bro,
once
you could
we
say that in the
lost
year we won the Super Bowl. In
No,
2010, we
we
were the
lost
60 going
the
in. We
momentum.
steamrolled everybody. We were on the road
First
for every
play of the
fucking game.
game, we lose all the momentum because the refs made the wrong call. That's a
Dude,
killer right there.
The Giants came in at the bottom wild card.
I guarantee you,
And
Nick,
Eli
they're
Manning
going to come up with a
beat-
lot of coaches. They're like, so what?
beat-
One play. It's
We
one
were
fucking.
the sixth
Patriots.
seed last year.
The bottom wild card, and they
Really?
won all their games.
We were the
and beat-
fucking sixth seed last year.
We were the 7th seed.
Were we?
Yes.
Yes,
because Washington
seven.
was
we're-
the 6th
okay,
seed.
so we were the bottom fucking seed.
No, you guys were 6, weren't you?
Yeah, see, the Lions
no,
got
you're
beat by the
right.
6th
No,
seed.
you're right. We were seventh because we had to play the Eagles.
Yeah.
first game. You're right. We were
Yes.
seventh.
Washington was 6th seed, and they waxed the Lions. Literally waxed them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
remember that?
was
You remember
that was
that
the next
game?
round, John. That
Yeah.
was the second
Oh,
round.
oh,
The Giants
great.
were out in the first round.
Yeah, just deflect off talking about the Packers. I see how you do it, John.
So
No,
we were
he's
the
right.
bottom seed.
They're the 6th seed. They
Hey,
knocked
wait,
out. They
Say
knocked them
something
out.
negative about the Packers. Let's say, how about them
So-
Lions?
So you were trying to make a
know.
point, and now it counteracted. We were the 7th seed. See what I'm saying? If we would have gained that momentum, if that
No,
didn't
bro,
get
I'm
called
not-
improperly.
I was getting ready to say that because last year the Cowboys, or actually 2 years ago, the Cowboys lost to y'all, and they were, the number 2 seed. My guys were number 7.
You guys
And
were
I-
11-6.
And I wrote to a Cowboys fan after we beat you guys last year. I said, "That's how you get it done, bitches."
Hey, Rock, what did we do first drive? We punched him straight in the mouth first drive.
Yeah.
Punched them straight in the mouth. Yeah.
So
I mean, what I loved about that game is that when you took that pick six, man, you could see the heart of that team go right out of them. You could just see
yeah,
it.
you're talking about
But
Darnell
bro,
Savage.
the same
Yeah.
thing when we played the 49ers the next game after that, we fucking started whooping their ass. We had the
Mhm.
momentum, but last minute to go, the fucking Niners took it back.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what we did in the beginning. We had the momentum.
I didn't
That's what I'm
say
saying, Nick. It
They did
can
the
flip
same
so
thing to the
easily,
Lions the
bro.
week after.
And that's
I
what
didn't
makes it
say
great.
we
That's what I love
automatically
about
win.
this sport. It can
I
flip
didn't
like
say we
that.
automatically win. I said that sucked the momentum, that destroyed our momentum
Yes.
immediately at the game.
But
The game could
bro,
have been
if you
different.
focus on that, you're never going to win the game. You have to say, "Fuck that play.
Exactly.
It's
Nah, fuck
over.
that. I'm
Get
Exactly.
the
focusing on
momentum
it.
back. Get the
I'm gonna write a
momentum
letter
back."
to the NFL about it.
And that's
In
what
fact,
you
you
do.
know what? I'm going to Congress. I'm going to the United States
You're going to
President
Congress, bro.
of the world.
That's what you do after the game, but you got to win the game first.
I'm going to
bro.
talk to NATO after this.
Dude, if I
The
ever
only thing-
commit a crime, I want.
The only thing you're going to
Nick
accomplish is getting Derry fucking banned. That's all you're going to accomplish. motherfucker.
Tell
my
everybody what
quarterback
I didn't do.
Go to the defense and say, "Hey, give me that fucking ball
All
back."
you're
Give me
going to
that ball
do,
back
man, all
now.
you're going to do is get
Fuck
Derry
them.
banned. They're going to be like, you know what? We're going to shut these Packers up for good and shut
Yeah,
off Derry down, man. Fuck it.
Yeah, but we held you guys to the lowest points, though.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, we played them. The
I
toughest.
would argue Green Bay played the Eagles the best. in that.
Yeah, they did. I'm not saying they didn't. It just sucked, bro. It's the way our season went, and I felt it going into the season. I didn't feel the momentum going into the playoffs because we lost to the Vikings, we lost to the Bears. I'm just saying, bro. That's all that we didn't have momentum going into the playoffs. We didn't.
Our receivers and offensive line wasn't.
Nothing was gelling, bro. And honestly, bro, it's the momentum you're talking about. It stayed the same. That's why we didn't win. Honestly.
Yeah, that's why fucking Myers is gone. I mean, that dude sucked.
Let's be honest. The season opener is huge.
Yeah,
you
I
guys-
disagree.
We're gonna fuck
I
this
feel
man.
like-
it is.
No,
it is.
it's not. I feel like the season opener is the most irrelevant game in the whole season.
Well,
Take
we're
a
not.
preseason.
Somebody mute Nick.
Bro, we're gonna.
I'm kidding. It is. It's huge, dude. I mean,
It's
really,
not.
it's
really not.
no in the North. That sets the standard.
It sets the tone in the division. It does for
Yeah,
sure. 'cause-
it absolutely does. Whoever wins that game, it sets a tone.
Bro, as far as trolling goes in the North, it's good to
Bro,
have the first
we
fucking
got our
win
ass
on
whooped.
somebody.
We got our ass whooped by the Vikings, and then that same year won the division.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, no, I know, bro. I'm not arguing that. I'm not, but it's nice to have the fucking opener
but it's not a huge game. In my opinion, it's the most irrelevant game.
it's
of
the
season.
first
It's just a
fucking game
measuring stick
LaFleur's
at
had
first.
at home in 7 years, bro.
Dude, he's like he should have been 0-6 against the fucking division. He's
Dude,
pissed.
it's
He
a big
wants
game.
he wants to go 6-0 this year. He's going 6-0.
It's gonna be a sellout type atmosphere and be like raucous. It's like it's a huge game.
The floor is not going to lose
Hey,
against
Rob,
the fucking
Rob,
division
when you say the last
I'm telling
time
you.
the Packers opened at home was how many years ago?
It was in 2012 when we fucking played the Bears and Rodgers got almost killed by the Bears, man. That was the last opener we had, a home opener. And
You ain't had a home opener every 12 years?
Yeah.
No, 2012. Yeah, no,
Yeah, dude, it's a huge game. It's gonna be
Wow, 12 fucking years, man. That's crazy.
No,
13 years.
2018. No, 2018. I'm sorry, Rock. 2018. It
If
was
you're
only
talking-
7 years
That's
ago.
still
If you're
long
talking
enough.
about-
That's
That's
still
7
7
years
years.
ago. Okay.
If you're
Right.
talking about mystique and ambiance, then sure. But in the end result of the actual season and everything that has to do with actual football, week 1 doesn't mean anything.
It don't, but
Bro, it meant everything with the Bears. They won the
Guys,
division.
Nick just said
They won the
a
division
division
that year.
win doesn't mean anything.
They won the
said week
division
1
that year. The Bears won the division that year.
A
Week
division
1
win means
against the
everything. to start
division
the
means
season.
nothing. Again, we got smoked by the Vikings and won the division 13-3.
oh yeah,
So
you
I
can still
just-
win, but still.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, yeah, you can still win. It's just look, that goes against your momentum argument. I hate to say it, Nick, but I mean, there's a lot of momentum changes, bro. But you could get the momentum back.
No.
Yes.
No.
We
you're
lost to the
so wrong.
Vikings.
You're
Their
so
momentum was
wrong.
shit for the year.
You're
but
talking
you can
about
get it back.
60 minutes. You're talking
Get it
about
back.
60 minutes in a game compared to 5 months. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
no,
drastic.
bro.
for
That's
me, I'd
apples
rather
to
start
oranges.
slow
Nick,
and
I
then
can promise you,
going
if
into
the
the
Packers
playoffs,
beat the
it's
Lions
like that.
week 1, you guys are going to be higher than kites, and you should
We're
be.
gonna.
We'll be happy,
Yeah,
but
I
I'm not going
promise.
to say we're winning
That,
the Super
we're
Bowl.
number one. We're your very first obstacle, and we're legit. We're in your division.
Besides, Nick, you got us winning the division. You already said it, bro.
I do. I guarantee it.
All right, there you go.
He said, there
What-
you go.
What's your division
go.
record, Nick? What do you got?
I think we'll go 4-2, and I think we'll be 12-5 at the end of the year.
I got us 13-4.
No, I don't think we'll be 13-4. I think
I got
we'll
you guys
slip
at
somewhere.
12-5, and I got you at either
5-1
3-3 or
and
4-2.
5-1 in the division, man. 5-1.
We'll lose some game that nobody expected us to lose. Watch.
20-0. I'm going
That's
20-0.
just football.
20-0.
Where you going?
20-0.
Leaving us,
20-0.
buddy?
20-0, bro. That means we're not losing a game. You hear that? You hear that, Chad? He said we're not
I
losing
heard
a
it.
fucking game.
I heard it, dude. Hey, if somebody's got to go to the Super Bowl, I'd at least like it to be one of my friends. So
There you go, bro. There you
right.
go. That's
Me
right.
too. That's why I don't have any friends. It's just me. It's all about me. My team wins.
That's right.
Yep.
And Nick's unbearable. He's unbearable. That's why he's like this, bro. Until we win a Super Bowl, he'll be all over
Hey,
again.
you want to see unbearable? Wait till we win a Super Bowl.
Well, Brett Favre's third year, he won MVP. Rodgers' third year, he won his MVP. And guess what? It's Jordan Love's time.
Oh, MVP Super Bowl time.
Yeah.
I actually have a collection of why Jordan Love really can win MVP this year.
Let's hear it, man.
I think he can.
Let's
So
hear it.
He's good. I don't see MVP though, but
the
go ahead.
last 7 games of last year, he had 0 interceptions and 9 touchdowns. He only played half of the last game, so I'll go ahead and say it's 6.5 games. The last 8 games of 2023, he had 1 interception, 18 touchdowns. That's 27 touchdowns, 1 interception in the last 14.5 games of his first 2 starting years. Now, that's with the youngest team in the NFL, and his team has had the 3rd most drops in the league. If shit gets cleaned up and he plays a full season, not just half a season, Love was also hurt last year. That's already 240 yards a game, 109 passer rating. Okay, Rodgers won MVP with a 112 passer rating, 250 yards per game. Now, that's giving Love a 6% TD percentage. 6%. Rodgers had a 7%. Those numbers are extremely similar. If
All
Love,
right, so somebody call Aaron Rodgers' agent so that they can hire Nick to.
so if Love can put a full season together just like that,
or Love face,
and
whoever.
we can stop dropping the ball, and we can put this whole thing together as a full team and win the division, especially if we take over the Lions for the division. That's going to help his case. I think he could really win MVP in those instances.
What if Love has 5,000 yards and 40 touchdowns? Does that get him MVP?
I don't. And we win the division. I don't think there's any doubt.
Absolutely, bro.
Absolutely, 100%. If it doesn't, then it's rigged.
2,500 yards.
If it does, it's rigged. I don't even care if he has 15 interceptions.
He said that happens is rigged.
That's what you're just talking about the first quarter. Is that what you're talking about, John? 2,500 yards.
No,
That's the first half.
as long as we get to the Super Bowl, I don't matter. We're running right down people's throat, man. We'll have like a 2,500 yards fucking rushing.
Honestly, that's all that matters.
There you go,
if
bro.
we win the Super Bowl. I don't
What
even
is
care
right
about
down
MVP.
people's
I want Super Bowl. Like Chad, if Jared Goff won MVP and then you guys got clapped by the Washington Commanders, you'd still be pissed, wouldn't you?
All I know is we're running the ball this year, so whatever.
How are you going to run the ball? You got a big old hole in the middle.
Doesn't matter. We got running backs.
I mean, bro, everybody's going to clog the middle and come get your quarterback. That's what's going to happen, bro. You're going to get killed from the inside out.
We're gonna have to work
Living in your wet dream, there, Rob.
I'm bro. Watch. It's not. You're going to see.
Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe you're wrong.
I know you're right. I might be wrong.
Well, it's all hypothetical.
Offensive coordinator has to throw the ball more.
Then we got John Dorn over here, like
I'm telling you the truth, man.
yelling in my other ear. What did you say, John?
Hey, is it possible that the Goff last year had his best statistical year in his career, and then this year he's going to have the worst statistical career of his year?
I don't think worse. I don't think worse. It won't be worse. It won't be worse than his first year with the
Who'll be on their back more, Cal Williams or fucking Goff?
No, but it might not be as good for sure. But no, never.
You're right. I'm just basing it on the fact you guys got a giant hole in the middle, and if you don't fix it, which I don't know how you can between now and then. I mean, but look, hey, last year I didn't think the Vikings would fucking get 14 wins, and they fucking.
Kenny Clark's gonna fucking touch that week 1. I'll tell you that.
I mean,
they sold their souls to the devil.
They did something, bro, because they had a guy die at the beginning of the season. Yeah. I mean, they had all kinds of problems.
They didn't do human sacrifice.
They had Sam Darnold. What the fuck is Sam Darnold, bro?
I mean, Rob, what you do is you get a guy that wasn't even good enough to play for the Cardinals, and who was it before that? Fucking You get a guy who's a right guard / center who couldn't even play a full season for the Cardinals.
Yeah, no, I don't even know. Yeah, bro. I mean, it's like an open wound. They're putting a Band-Aid on it, bro. I just don't know how it's going to.
I don't know what you guys are going to do because you guys don't have a Jenkins or a Zach Tom. You don't got a guy that just immediately can actually patch
Swiss
that
Army
hole
knife.
and possibly be the
They're all
best,
pretty young and
one
raw,
of the best
pretty
centers
much.
in the league immediately. You don't have that.
You got that one guy. He played like 2.5 games. Monogamy or something like that, wasn't it?
Well, that makes me feel better about it, John.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm just saying.
They're
But
going to
they're
have
breaking him up.
to try. They're going to have to try out a whole bunch of pieces to
Like
figure out
I'm
what.
saying, he only played 2.5 games. You know, it's like
Yeah, no, you guys got a lot of. I mean, well, you see what happens, bro. A lot of time yet. A lot of time.
it'll take time for them to gel. You know,
Who knows? Maybe they find a gem.
Yeah.
You never know with offensive linemen. There's guys that didn't. I mean, we got Rasul Douglas, and nobody even knew who the fuck he was.
Yeah, bro. And
Yeah,
after
Tom,
after training camp, cutdowns, there's bound to be guys out there.
Valentine, 7th round.
Yeah, Valentine 7th round. Oh, Rasheed Walker 7th round.
Cox Jr. fucking undrafted.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of good players, man. Just you gotta give them the opportunity.
It's not Holmes' first rodeo to be in this position, bro.
No,
I actually still don't like Rasheed Walker. I got to be honest. He had so many.
Well, bro, he
penalties
might
last
be
year.
out. He might be out, bro. That's the thing is he might
I
be out.
know they're putting Jordan Morgan over.
Yeah,
there.
yeah. He might be out, bro.
Or yeah. I'm not a
I
big.
just want to know what's going on with Jenkins. I want him.
I want him
paid.
to they just get him
I
paid
want
and
him
get him
out.
in there, get him into camp. Bro, it's OTAs. They're not worried about it. By camp, he'll be there, bro. Watch, he'll be there.
Well, he's not holding out though. Like it's not like he's like saying that he's not going to be there.
Yeah.
It's kind of more of like a. It's kind of more
Voluntary
like a
anyway.
hey, we both know that it's my turn to get paid, and they're kind of
Yep.
just going that way with it.
Yeah. It's you guys know that you need me here in this spot. You know this, and we do need him, bro. We need him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll get it done here soon.
Yeah, I think long before camp, it'll all be taken care of. It's OTAs, man. I'm not going to get excited about it.
And that's
I
all.
want to know.
Glorified practice. That's all this is.
I want to know what the Lions are going to do with the fucking $50 million that they're sitting there.
They're gonna probably get a pass rusher. They're probably gonna get.
What exactly? What are they going to do? I mean, they're going to do something. They're going to have to make a trade because there's no real free agent
But
out
Chad,
there.
the other day you said that the Lions must have known that he was going to retire. You should have used your.
No,
money on that
I
to
didn't
begin with.
say
You
that
did
they
say
must
that.
have known. Whatever.
I
me
think,
what
You did.
No,
I think the Lions thought that maybe next year be a possibility that he might retire after next year. I think,
Bro,
but then
just the other morning you said, well,
No, I
they
didn't.
had to have
The-
known that he was
Right.
going to retire.
Hey, Chad. Let me ask you. Did you go look
Screenshot
up?
it and put it here.
Did you go look up the fact that he asked for more money?
I didn't see anything about it, dude. No, all I'm seeing is he went and participated in OTAs and really tore his toes really bad.
Right.
He was
and-
due $14 million. Why is he gonna cry? Why is he gonna cry and just retire?
You
and
know,
not
how,
take-
you know how pro athletes are, bro. They cry about fucking
Whatever, dude. No, and he's not an idiot. He's actually
he wanted guaranteed money, and because they didn't give him a guaranteed money,
he had $14 million due this year.
well, now he don't get shit because he quit.
No,
So-
and we get $9 3/4 million of it in cap space relief. That puts.
And
us
you got a
up
big
to-
ass hole in the middle of your O line
I know. Shut up.
where your
Stop
running back.
rubbing
guys are-
it in, dickhead.
So do you guys
Well, I'm
remember
just-
the
hey,
other
hey.
day?
Come on.
It's
How
rivalry.
many-
Do you guys remember?
Detroit Lions fucking trade for somebody so I don't have to hear about center.
Do you guys remember
Thank
the
you.
other day I was talking about how Jenkins moving to center? It could possibly, not fully, but it could possibly be part of Green Bay doing it for financial reasons. Because if he turns into a center, he is now the highest paid center in the league. Whereas if he stays left guard, you're gonna have to pay him such a drastic amount of money to stay at left guard.
Hey,
This
maybe
is
we'll
the-
trade it to the Lions.
But the conversation that you're having right now, this is the conversation that I'm talking about. Why I feel that might be part of it.
It could be.
Yeah.
But we got to talk about it on another show because we're out of time. I hate
No,
to say
we're
it,
staying. We're staying tonight. Fuck everybody else after us.
We could stay after the show and talk about it, but we
I don't
can't
want
do
to
it
stay with you
on-
guys.
Get out of here then, Nick. We don't want to
All
talk
right.
to you either.
Everybody, thank you for coming. Thank you for commenting. And all you guys, thank you for your opinions. We appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Go Pack,
No
go.
Lions.
Yeah, yo, it's game time, ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken, stay calm. Huddle up, catch the vibe, feel the rush. Get your news, get your fills in the clutch. Over 27 podcasts, we breaking it down. Join the team, Huddle Sports, wear the crown. Live every weekday, it's how we roll. Lions Talk with Jeremy B, we taking a stroll. From 11 to 12, don't miss a beat. We break down the game, make the info sweet. The Daily Huddle Podcast.